Today, I'd like to talk about England. What a special game has been for England today. This game will be, people will talk about it for years and years to come, for generations. You know what? From starting the game, England, the game was really balanced. You know what? I was surprised to see Saka play. I thought Sancho would have come on, but I was surprised to see Saka. But Saka had a great game. He came on. You know, he didn't play at his best, but he had a wonderful game. Obviously, he's the one, created the goal. England equalized because of Saka. So I think that, he played it right. And when the game started, Denmark were playing very defensively. You know what, they were playing to, they were more playing to for yellow cards. They were playing for yellow cards. They kept claiming fouls. Basically, they wanted England to foul them so they can get a yellow card. And England, the beginning, the defense was solid. They defended well the first half, and the keeper, especially Michael, you know, the keeper Schmeichel was really good. He's a world class player. So he actually played good, and and I was really surprised. You know, it was hard for England to even get a goal. And also Saka, for me, Saka really, at the beginning of the game, he was quiet. Like, he was a lot bit quiet, and then he came back alive after, setting up an equalizer. And then he came back alive, and you see Saka running, and so for me, this team, I'll consider this team as the golden generation. I don't think obviously, Beckham was a great player. Lampard, Gerrard, and all them, Mark Owen, Rooney, Ferdinand. For me, from 2000 into 2006, these players, they were good. But after Beckham left the squad, from 2006 and upwards, from 2010, I don't think the golden generation were that good anymore. So that's why in a World Cup 2010 they didn't really perform well in South Africa. So I think this squad here that Gareth Southgate picked, for me, is a golden generation. Have a look at the defense. You got Walker, you know, compared to Phil Neville. I'm sure Phil Neville was good, but he was good at Man United. But Walker, you can compare and Stones and with Ferdinand, Maguire, with Terry, Luke Shaw, with Ashley Cole, and Declan Rice. You might as well compare it with who? Gerrard, though, but obviously Gerrard was a star. For me, Gerrard was like, he won the Champions League for Liverpool. Gerrard was good during that time. He won the Champions League for Liverpool, but to me, and I feel like the squad was great. Lampard won the Champions League for Chelsea, but even though, like, for me, this team was actually, I would say I'll pick this team over the golden generation. You got players like Sterling. What a tournament that he had this season. This tournament, this European tournament, this Euro 2020 is being acted for me. This tournament belongs to him. I think that he should get the best player of the tournament. But I don't know who they're gonna give it to. But I want to see some real justice on that. They should give him the best player of the tournament, because he just won the penalty. If it wasn't for Sterling, England would have qualified for the group. England would have qualified for anything. So for me, Sterling is being player for this season, for this tournament. I know he had a bad season, for Man City. He didn't perform, but he was wonderful. And Maguire as well. He came back from injuries. He was dangerous at corner, like dangerous when people, like corners. He was headering all the ball, and Maguire was dangerous in the box. When the corner was coming in. So Maguire was very dangerous, and to me, basically, I feel like England was terrific. Denmark if you look at Denmark players, most of the Denmark players they play for the German league. The most of the Denmark players they play for German league. So they're actually good as well because you know German league is not any league. It's a tough league. So you know they they actually you know like especially at the beginning number 14 was good. Number 14 he was good for Denmark. You know he came on and he done quite a lot for Denmark and yeah, and obviously they have experience. And to be honest, second half thing was okay. Second half, you know, I think second half England came well. You know, England's, you know, I think Denmark became a more they became weak. The defense, I think they got tired second half. Denmark got tired second half. So and England kept pushing. England kept pushing. England kept pushing. You know, you see that the substitution was. I don't know why they took so long to bring, but they didn't take long. It was just 4 minutes. But the substitution came on. Grealish came on. You know what? When Grealish came on, you know, he brought more confidence to the England team. That's what I'm saying. And Grealish, every time he comes on, he brings the confidence to the team. But you know, I feel kind of sad for him because he's not starting. And you know, even today he didn't play his best. I didn't really see the best of him, you know. But you know, Grealish, you know, every time he came on, you know, he made a change. And I think second half, first half, I'll give it to Mason Mount. He was man of the match first half. But second half, I like to give it to. I'm not sure. It's either Kane or Sterling. But I think Sterling was man of the match. Second half, Sterling was man of the match because this guy, man, he's keep beating players, man. I don't know why. He deserves a Ballon d'Or, Sterling. Seriously, they have to give it to him. This guy deserves it. They need to give it to Sterling because the things he's doing in this tournament, but it's incredible. You can't, like, I've not seen it from any other player. And you know, Harry Kane was good today. I ain't even gonna lie. He played very good. He was attacking. He was on the box. You know, second half Harry Kane was dangerous. You know, and you know, Foden came on extra time. Foden played better. I think that Foden he actually you know was very threatening. He actually was shaking the Denmark team. You know, yeah. So Foden for me, second half, you know, this extra time I'll give Foden. He was man of the match extra time, but obviously Sterling scored a goal. But extra time Foden, you know, I think that the Sterling penalty it wasn't really a penalty, but because they missed that, you know, they didn't give penalty to Kane. Because Kane had the penalty before the end of the game, they didn't give it to him. So I think the referee wanted to give Kane the penalty. So yeah, so for me, that today it was a massive game for England, and you could tell the manager, the players were so happy, and you know, like Schmeichel, the Denmark keeper, he made a lot of save. For me, he was like their best player. Schmeichel was Denmark best player because apart from that free kick they took, what a free kick it was! What a wonderful free kick, you know. But apart from the free kick, Denmark didn't look like they were coming on. They can only score from a free kick. So you know, I think he was their best player, you know. So to be honest, extra time looks like England players, you know, like I say, England, the squad, the bench was strong. So, you know, but after all, you know, like my conclusion is like England can do this. England can win it. After 25 years, England can win it. You know, and let's hope that England can do this in a final. But my final conclusion is, you know, I still can't understand. I don't understand why you know, people don't want to kneel. People don't want to. They're not kneeling before the game. I still don't understand other teams. Only England doing it. But like I said, these people don't really care. But everything in general, you know, like when you let's go back to this country really, like this tournament actually brought this he actually, for 1 minute, all of us were separated, but this tournament actually brought everybody somehow together because, after all, like, black people face racism in this country. It's nice to see players like, Sterling and Saka representing us, representing black people in such a level, of world football, and then the way they played as well, it was just, it was tremendous, and you know, like I said, a lot of people, sometimes, with the, I'm saying it's true, the racism, sometimes you walk on the street, they tell you go back home, but now, you know, with the way we playing, sometimes you go on the street, they tell you go back home, go back to your country, original country or whatever. But to see that the team, to have that the way in Southgate, bring the team together, you can tell, like, to show how our nation is. Our nation is, the way Gareth Southgate represented representing our nation is just another level, because sometimes when you walk on the street, people tell you go back to your country, but the way that Gareth Southgate representing our nation, it's sweet. Wow, well done, England today.